edit these out. Oh, all right. About ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So is there a button that we need to turn on this?
What's that?
We need to turn this on?
Oh yeah. I turned it. Yeah, right there. And then record. We're recording. All right, cameras and audio recorder. We're down here live in Snyder. We're live on Facebook. So if you're not signed up, go sign up and check out issue number 8 with Johnny and the truck. We'll do an update after the truck's all done. We ain't telling you the color. You gotta wait and see. You can state your full name and spell your last name for me.
Johnny Jameson, Jamison.
Does anybody in your family share your passion and your love for cars like you?
Yes, sir, my dad does.
Where'd you get the passion from? Rub off from dad?
Yes, sir. Well, you could say that like I was born in the shop because like when I was a baby, I had a crib in the office, and I always slept in the shop, and I couldn't talk till I was 3, so I had a little roller, and when a customer came in the door, I'd go and go, and kind of like say hi to them or like come in or something like that. But I mean, that's how everything pretty much started.
How does it feel to have your son follow in your footsteps?
It's actually indescribable. You know, as a young man, you know, I had the same passions that mine was created on my own, and to see Johnny and just all my kids enjoy cars. We've gone to car shows and stuff like that, but Johnny would really pick it up. He seems to, anything that we've done, he's picked it up pretty quickly, and so we've known early on that, he was going to have some form of career or something, probably automotive related. So, yeah, that's exciting.
So is this your first car?
Yes.
First truck? I mean?
Yes, sir. It's a 1984 Ford F-150. It was a long bed, 2-door. What we did is we actually cut the frame and we shortened it to make it a short bed. And right now we're going to cut the twin I-beam out, the stock front end, and we have a 2003 to when Crown Vic stopped. They stopped making the Crown Vics. And we have the front end, and what it's going to do is those brackets right there. All you have to do is just cut the frame to mount those brackets, and the Crown Vic just should automatically just bolt up, and it should give it a 6-inch drop in the back.
Where'd you get it from?
There's a guy, a customer that my dad knows. I can't think of his name right now, but he sold it to me and I got it running, or I got it. It was running 3-foot Windsor. Very nice truck for $400. I mean, it was pretty.
Really?
It was a steal, yes, sir.
Jeez. So what do you think? Where do you think all your ideas and your creativity, comes from?
I guess I can get it from my dad. My sister kind of has a drawing ability, and she's really creative. And I wouldn't necessarily say we get it from my mom.
See, she can draw your build, and you can build them.
Yeah, sir.
You can tell me about your engine here.
This is a 429 big block Ford, and we pulled it out of a 57 Ranchero, and it had the heads actually were cracked and were taking on water, and so it overheated. We tried everything we could. We put a 4-row radiator in it, stock manifolds, 2 or 3 at least brand new thermostats, and it just wouldn't cool down. And we finally pulled the engine out. We put a 302, which is bored to a 306, crate motor that we got from Summit. And when we pulled the 429 out, or we thought it was a 460, When we pulled it out, we took the heads out and realized that the valves were taking on water and that they were cracked, and that's why it was overheating. And so we got the crate motor. I ordered some Pro-Comp aluminum heads for it. We put it together, took it to the machine shop, found out that the piston size is an actual 429, and we pretty much built it from there.
How long you had the truck for?
I've had it since about 2 years.
2 years?
Yes, sir.
What are you gonna do to it?
Well, it's planning to be my high school truck, but as soon as I build it, I think it's going to be way too nice for me to drive to school. I'm afraid to get it dinged or keyed or something.
I'm not telling nobody on the paint scheme and the interior scheme. They have to sign up or sign back up, and we'll do an update after it's all done. And we shoot it over by the parking lake and do like a before and after. Where is Johnny's truck now? You know, something like that. Is there someone out there in the car world today that you admire on their builds or on their creativity?
Especially two. We have Dave Koenig, which has actually been to Snyder, and he was at our car show for Project Frankenstein. And we also have another one, Chip Foose, and he's kind of the top rank that I've.
Have you met Chip already, or?
No, sir. My parents have the Napa Expo in Las Vegas.
Met Kindig?
Yes, sir. He's been to Snyder.
Yeah, he came out to the Project Frankenstein car show or something like that.
Synder Wheels Car show.
So do you guys have like any, this one's for Dad here. You have any other projects in the pipeline you're working on for Project Frankenstein?
Yeah, we definitely want to do another project for Project Frankenstein. We're not, as far as time-wise, when, it's going to be depending on how quickly the wagon moves. We're not able to start another project until it sells. But yeah, we definitely have another project. It won't be as extensive as the wagon has been.
The wagon is nice.
We kind of learned our lesson that was a little bit too big of a project for the kids. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do something a little bit, keep it simple, and but it's always exciting to see. And of course, we'll definitely start with a fresh group of kids this next go. Some of the ones from the original group are going to be graduating next year, and so by the time we kick off another one, it'll be all fresh kids, and it's always exciting to see their enthusiasm.
Awesome. What was your first car in high school?
My first car in high school was a 1970 F100 Ford pickup. A friend of my dad's had a real small body shop in Post, not Post, I'm sorry. Gosh, I done forgot the little town up there, but anyway. And I went to work for him for a few months during the summer when I was 15. And I told him what I'd like to find for a vehicle. And next thing I know, he pulls up my house a few days later, and he had that pickup, and it had trash all over it. Basically, almost realistically, real close to the same scenario as Johnny here. Just it was a truck that needed to be completely rebuilt, and my dad and I built it together.
Awesome. So, Johnny, is this something you can see yourself doing in the future?
Yes, sir.
Building cars and trucks?
I'm wanting to branch out into a Dallas area, a bigger area than Snyder, kind of start a hot rod shop or something to start off.
So what's your goal in the future?
Pretty much be a mechanic and try to work myself to Dave Koenig and Chip Foose.
Right on. Wow. What's the response been so far on the wagon and the cars you worked on so far?
It's been pretty fun. It's been pretty good. I like it. I like the fact of being able to have something to work on and have to teach other people and teach other kids of what it's like and and just that, because to think about it, we're running out of mechanics, and sooner or later we don't have the people that actually admire building classic stuff, and it's kind of cool to look at kids to see that, hey, they built that.
Kind of get them out from the house, get them in the shop, helping Dad work on cars, and get them, away from Xbox or.
And that's the thing. As soon as they came in, they didn't even know what a screwdriver was. They never picked up a tool before until
Some of them. But I'll kind of add on to that.
Yeah.
The question was kind of directed towards, as far as kind of the response with Johnny. He doesn't really see a lot of it, especially during the school year when he's in school. But we have customers, which we've represented some of their vehicles here today. And these guys, for sure, have a sense of interest in Johnny. These guys like to come in, and especially the man that we did the engine swap on 57 Ranchero, because we did some trading on the repair and stuff like that when we did the engine in it, and that's how Johnny ended up with 429. And his name is David Botts. And David has been very much interested in following Johnny on the progress on the engine, the progress on the truck.
You want to spell David's last name for the
David
article?
Botts, B-O-T-T-S, Botts.
All right, cool. So is this first truck of your own that you're building? Is it going to be like a total frame off, or what are we talking? Yes?
when we get up to the shop, we're planning to pull the cab off, and we're actually going to do a 4-link. We got the 4.9-inch in the back. We're going to do a 4-link with QA1 coilover shocks, and we're going to do the crown pick, and we're going to soda blast it and paint it race red as a red. It's the same red on the engine.
I don't know. Is your dad a car guy?
Am I a car guy?
Your dad?
Oh, my dad? No.
Granddad?
My dad was a totally different generation. He was a laborer, which that's what we are. But Dad had a skill, very mechanical skill, and he did several different trades. But he was